Hey everybody, my name is Second. Welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. Last time we faced off against the rest of the giants, against Reggie-Eyes, Reggie-Steel, and fought against a level 1 Regigigas, who took way too forever to actually be caught. Ironically, the one that's level 1 took way too long for me to catch. And this time we're going to learn about some of the troubles. I may mention of here that when we first came here, when we go after Reggie-Steel, there was some troubles here, and we're going to Sailor. Well, what we have to do is simply go to the Sailor's house and tell him what to see the problem for ourselves. Now, one thing I really like about this game, I actually do like about Generation 4, it's actually is something here. I do know that Sugar Content actually made a bit of an issue right here, but I like it way more here. I actually do like the little detail. The little boy is thrashing about in his sleep. He appears to be in torment. He is muttering something. Dark is watching me. Now I love, that's the one detail I really liked. The way he says that dark he's saying. In case you have not actually paid attention to all the dialogue, NPC names like Cynthia, Cyrus, and Rourke have their are the names exactly how it's supposed to be spelled, with only the first letter being in caps. However, Pokemon names are still in caps. So this Dark is a Pokemon. So he says that he's being watched by a Pokemon with the name Dark in his name. I never thought our boy would fall into this endless nightmare. It's happening in the past in Canalave. There were people who never woke up from their nightmares. That is, until they were awoken using something called the Lunar Wing. My husband went to find a Lunar Wing on Full Moon Island, but he failed. Does it take a trainer to do that? We feel so frustrated by this. In case you want to know what's the deal with Canalave City is, Canalave City is close to two islands, really close islands, which is in range of two. It's in range with two specific things, and on one of the Pokemon, one of the islands, there is alleged Dark, Mr. Dark. Let's call him Mr. Dark for the time being. There, who has a power to causes Pokemon and humans to fall into a deep nightmares. However, that Pokemon does not exactly causes these nightmares intentionally. It's a power he cannot control. However, luckily, the reason why he stays on New Moon Island is because of Full Moon Island. There's a Pokemon there who reverses the effect and causes the nightmares to be gone. However, the problem with these nightmares is that some people may never wake up. In fact, they will be so subjected to torment in the darkness that they may never be pulled on. It's apparently the nightmares involves them falling into a world of darkness, and if that's what's happening, then people will probably never wake up. But sometimes nightmares should be just normal nightmares can also happen. You're going to Full Moon Island for us? We're both counting on you. Only you can awaken my son from his awful nightmare. Please, I need the Lunar Wing from Full Moon Island to awaken him. I went, but I failed to find it. Anchor us away. And the reason why that Pokemon is staying on that one specific island that's neighboring Full Moon Island is because of this. Now, I really like one thing I really like about this location. This location is in the shape of a crescent moon, and this spring here, this little puddle, is also in the shape of a crescent moon. And there's this Pokemon right here. If you want to shiny on this thing, just simply stay right in front, which I'm going to do right now. I do know Regigigas took a lot of Pokeballs from me. And this Pokemon is the reason why that Pokemon actually stays on New Line, but of course sometimes there's a burst of its power and he cannot do that. Yeah, that's kind of sad to say about Pokemon. It's a Pokemon to be pitied. It's not exactly a harmful Pokemon despite with the name Dark in its name. The Pokemon flew off somewhere. There is something sparkling when the Pokemon once was. Found a Lunar Wing! Now, if you actually do awaken the boy, you can do something else if you have a certain event, which I actually can show. Like I said, I can show every single event that is in this game, even the one that was never released, actually, and that's something I'm actually kind of excited to talk about. Oh, that's Sparkle! So that's the Lunar Wing! Thank you! That will wake my son from the nightmare. So let's go back. And let's go back to Canalave City and wake up the boy. The little boy is thrashing about in sleep. Dark's lunar wing began to glow. The boy's sleeping face became untroubled and serene. The little boy woke up. In case you don't know how that works in apparently how that looks like in the nightmare itself. The nightmare will probably like be a flash of light, and then will be pulled into the light. That will be good. While it's in the free complete, like it disperses darkness from their body. Oh my gosh, you're awake! Oh my son, I don't know what to say. Thank you, we'll never forget you. Seeing you back to normal makes me feel great. I've regained my spirit as a sailor. Come sail with me later. And for some reason you still wanted to sail with me when I wanted to go to Iron Island for some reason. I couldn't wake up, I saw it. It was a scary dream, it was a dark place, and there was a dark Pokemon. At any moment, I could always hear your voices. Thank you, we can't thank you enough, but thank you. And what about that one Pokemon? Well, if we check the marking app, I'm waiting for it to pop up. There he is. Or should I say, there she is. She is now roaming around the Sinnoh region. So the goal is simply to find that one Pokemon and see what we can do. Only trouble is, I don't have a Pokemon that is as low level as her, actually. Well, because we woke up the boy, we can also find that one Pokemon. Right. Let's prepare ourselves for the Pokemon and let's go. Now, because I had when the Pokemon is in reach of me to encounter it, so give me a moment. Since it is a roaming Pokemon, I have to constantly go back and down just to encounter it. So it sucks. Alright, she's here, but I have problems because this thing's level 50 and my Crobat is level higher, so what have I got to encounter her? That's a Shanks. Unlike Mesprit, she doesn't have a boss team. Fucking Bidoof. There she is! Cresselia! Level 50, that's why I was so annoyed. With the move Slash, Future Sight, and Slash, Future Sight, and will be a miss. If you want to know how Cresselia is as a Pokemon, it's a Psychic type with Levitate for its ability. It's a pretty bulky Pokemon. Really bulky, in fact. Really bulky, and it can be really good support play, and it also can decently offensive power. Can do a lot of things you can do. A level 84 gets distinction move Lunar Dance, which is a status move, which is pretty much like it feigns itself. It feigns itself, but Pokemon in place will have its status and full HP and HP fully removed. when you switch in. So yeah, that's the thing about Cresselia. Ironically, one thing I really like about this duo is that once again, just like another group of Pokemon, it consists of a wall and an attacker. The both of them play very similar, actually. One thing I really like about them. One problem I'm gonna have to do is catching a level 50 Cresselia, which is gonna be annoying. It's a wall, so I make advantage of that, so that's really good. There's the Mist. I believe Mist... What does Mist again? Prevents its stats being cut for 5 turns. Okay. It also has that Aurora Beam, which he doesn't have used yet. Kept using Slash. There's the Slash again. Cresselia is considered one of the best walls out there, especially considering it is a pure Psychic type with Levitate for its ability, meaning that it has an immunity to ground. As a wall, it's pretty good, especially considering it only has 3 weaknesses being Bug, Dark, and Ghost. Psychic in general is pretty good offensively, but also decently defensively. It's pretty depends on the Pokemon itself. Not only that, Cresselia can learn Double Team if you want to be absolutely obnoxious against it, absolutely obnoxious with this. So yeah, you have options with Cresselia, and Cresselia was considered one of the best walls out there. I don't see it played pretty much often. Actually, I don't know, what does Smogon say about Cresselia? Although one thing I don't like about Cresselia is in Pokemon Platinum. Oh, there it is. That's the Aurora Beam. I'm gonna. Oh, you survived. But you don't know what Cresselia. Yeah. Can I keep checking the Pokeballs? I want to. I'm currently just chucking it because they're really used. Oh, you. Here, reliable, recovering every turn, defensive Pokemon here. Yeah, I can also heal it, yeah, because you can learn Moonlight, as you can expect probably from this. Yeah. So I'm gonna make this advantage of that with actually putting up a PGC 18. I believe it was actually really used a lot. Yeah, Trick Room, Psychic Icy Winds, or Ice Beam, usually help him in Hidden Power, Ground, or Toxic, so yeah, it was used a lot. Well, I can't really worry about its healing because it doesn't have it right now. Because Cresselia learns at level 57, like literally that's not right now, so yeah. So let me wait until Cresselia pops up again. There she is! I said that there's something a little like about Cresselia, and that's the sprite animation actually. Her animation here is not my favorite. I prefer hers in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which actually the crescent on his back, on her back, is actually will be changing. And of course, I also like this actually Pokemon actually has a gender. Once again, a Pokemon with a gender. It has a 100% chance of being a female. It has a generation of 100% female, 0% male. Oh, there's the future site. Great. Next, Slash. Let's see. 2 more turns. Please don't use Aurora Beams, please. Okay, it's paralyzed. So here comes the future sights. Okay, good. Oh, it's typeless damage in this game. Weird. It has a beautiful cry, however. There's the mist again. The one thing I do really like about Cresselia, when it became its model in later generation, is so beautiful. The crescents on the crescents is actually on its side and the one on the back actually glows. It has such a beautiful effect. I'm here and smelling something. Aurora beam. Mist rock, that's nice. It's a pretty interesting Pokemon, I will say. Really interesting. Freaking Aurora Beam makes things a lot so difficult. Doesn't matter what I send out, she's going to run away, so I just have to throw another shot at it. Not even a shake, Cresselia. Perfectly timed. Here comes the mean look. Also save so that I save this progress regarding Cresselia, so I can constantly save that. Definitely gonna be useful because I'm gonna have some nerves of time with that. Mist. Keep using that mist, buddy. Oh, future sight. The literally 3 of its moves are threatening to me. Future sight slash 3 of its moves are not threatening. It's just only one of them is actually threatening. There's only that Aurora beam is actually really threatening. I'm taking the future sight soon. Paralyzed cannon. It's nice. And it failed. The move failed. That's awesome. This one off. Ah, so close. A future sight again. And here comes the future side damage. It's really just slash, future sight, and mist are not that friendly, especially in mist. Because I'm not actually going to lower its stats. My purpose is of course to catch Cresselia. That's my goal here. Actually, it still has an effect, but it's kind of difficult to see. So that's the fact with that the shine on that thing is actually still there. What is that? Or just me being insane. No, definitely not insane, because I noticed the bottom part going to the top, the bottom color going to the top. That's good. Slash also has an increased critical hit ratio. I don't know why I have an accent right there. So that's also obnoxious. Future side. I need to heal up. There we go. 200 HP for have a potion for bots. Get you all nice and healed up. For the future side. Here comes the slash. Thankfully, I don't need to worry about PP because it has definitely because of miss and slash, I believe. And also it's a roam as well. So miss has 30 PP, slash has 20. Future side has 50. Yeah, little it just didn't. Yeah, 30, 20, 50, 20. So yeah, it has a lot of PP. The bad bots doesn't exactly have much stamina because it's a bit of not that bulky. And also using an ice type move as well. Paralyzed, can't move, that's nice. Doesn't know to use this. No! Oh no, okay, I'm healing up. I'm not chancing that. I'm not chancing that at all. So glad it's not level 75 because it wouldn't have Psycho Shift. That's pretty bad. Future Sight, that's alright. Does Future Sight have accuracy? Yeah, it has 90% accuracy because that's why it failed. That's Aurora. Oh no, that Aurora Beam and Psycho and. Oh, that did not do much damage. Oh, okay, and if you decide did not do that literally nothing, it has a 10% chance of failing. Two turns out of this move is used, the foe is attacked with a hunk of psychic energy. Yeah. Also, it's a really beautiful shiny. Pretty much the differences is, like its colors averting somewhat. It also gives a different saturation like that. The blue body becomes purple, and the pink crescent becomes nice and green. Also, the eyes and what is on his head, his forehead, also becomes green. It's so beautiful. I love inversed colors and then also saturated. That's one of my favorite shinies of all time. And that's actually especially funny considering it's just technically just a I'm doing a palette swap. For a palette swap, it's one of the best shinies out there. Giratina actually has the best one, actually, in my opinion, because it actually does have a really over the top shining, like really over the top, and it's one of the best shinies in all existence. Like, yeah, one of the best. Like its armor and gray body inverses colors, and the blue stripes, eyes and claws becomes red. Becomes blue. And it also is only in this game only, not in this game only, only in Generation 4. Giratina also had a blue tongue. That's actually proof that they actually rely on palette swaps in order to do things. And Cresselia is down, and Crobat is down, so I'll need to once again send up a Pokemon just to get a last shot in. And there she goes. And there she is! It's effective like Cresselia, but you can also talk about something about her. Boss Team, like I mentioned about that. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 also had Cresselia in there, but once again, she did get a unique boss team. She had the rare Pokemon Bell, which also was added for a lot of games on Latias. Ironically enough. But she did have a boss team in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Legends Arceus, I can call that. She would have gotten the Bell Sinnoh Legendary Pokemon at long last added to her, and in my opinion, it does not fit at all. Like, among all the Legendary Pokemon who got that team, Cresselia does not fit that. Now look at her! She looks so harmless, so cute, so beautiful, and yet she has such an intimidating team then. As in with Sinnoh Battle, the same team we have heard at Reggie Gigas, Rotom, and Heatran playing in front of us. And I'm pretty sure if you see that with this Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's like, oh my god, that's a bit over the top. I got with Rotom and whatnot, but not with Cresselia. Heatran and Reggie Gigas makes also pretty perfect sense, but not with this Pokemon. In my opinion, pretty funny. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but it does not fit her. It does not fit her, in my opinion. Although the premises does make sense because it's a legendary Pokemon from Sinnoh, and it is the Sinnoh legendary theme, so yeah, it does make sense. There's the peak side damage. I should heal up because definitely that future sight's gonna knock Crowbite out. Failed the curve. Okay, did not actually. Dang it. The fuck! I was always so close. It's always feels so good when I actually get a roamer Pokemon in a regular Pokemon, but Cassandra is being so persistent. And also because she keeps knocking my Pokemon out. Let's have everyone else show up here. For the Pokeball, let's just get it over with. Woo! Finally got it. Also, in case you don't want to know why I'm sounding like I'm really far away, I have a really beautiful something fuzzy little friend sleeping on my chair. Do I mind? No. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, you can sleep like I'm a little booby. Yeah, I'm a little black cat right there. There goes to sleep, my little boy. Oh, the rulers of the house is literally just sleeping on my chair. Cresselia, the lunar Pokemon, the psychic type. On nights around the quarter moon, the aura from its tail extends and undulates beautifully. Tail? I don't call that a tail. Tail my foot. I mean, I think it's close towards the tail, but I actually need to look at its model for that. But, yeah, you... Oh. You're so cute. Since I have this chair, you would really like to go sleep here. Is it really that comfortable for you? But Mr. Dark is also still present still there. Maybe you can actually help him out or something. Like I said, mentioned before, Mr. Dark is a troublesome Pokemon. Well, it's a troublesome Pokemon for itself and for everyone around it. Kind of troublesome, isn't it? Perhaps maybe you can encounter it and maybe you have a nice place to stay. Oh, and that reminds me. After encountering, going to Full Moon Island, excuse me. Let's see, where is the town map? Full Moon Island is right there. And now we can go towards the other island, which requires a little bit of something. And I'm actually going to need to buy some Pokos because Cresselia drained a lot of it. I did have to do a soft reset for that, but yeah. Going to put... Oh, it took away to 7 ball. No, I had more. So yeah, just give me 9 more. And I need to talk to you. The members cards. They require that item. I got 2 others. 2 others are ready, which is the other 2 events. But for now, in order to use it, you have to do this on this closed door, which allows you to go walk right inside. Welcome. We've had a reservation for you. We've held it a long time. Dark lay down on the bed, as if bidden there. If you want to know where we are, check the town map. We're on New Moon Island, the island next to Full Moon Islands. We've been succumbed to the darkness ourselves. And this is the source of that power. And let's interact with this Pokemon. It's rather quiet, isn't he? Mr. Dark's full name is Darkrai. Darkrai is a Dark-type Pokemon with a unique ability. It has the moves Double T, Nightmare, Faint, and Hypnosis. If you want to know how Darkrai is in the Pokemon, it's the offensive counterpart of Cresselia. It's super fast and has high special attack. It has decent attack as well, but it's base 90. I recommend as a speedy special attack, which is by far the best selection of all of them. Darkrai's playstyle lies entirely on putting Pokemon to sleep, actually. It's a pretty unique Pokemon itself. Like with Cresselia, it relies on status moves in order to do things. Well, particularly one status move, specifically. Darkrai has the signature move Dark Void, which is a 80% accurate Dark-type move which can put both of its opponents to sleep. And now we can talk about its ability, which has Bad Dreams. Bad Dreams reduces the sleeping foe's HP every single turn, as long as the opponent is asleep. And I can also rely on Nightmare and Dream Eater to do a lot of damage. It's entirely based on putting Pokemon to sleep and do a lot of Pokemon damage. That's actually the whole thing about Darkrai. And one thing I like about Darkrai itself, it's a mythical Pokemon. Legendary Pokemon being the wall, and a mythical Pokemon being the attacker. I like that. They put the Eon Duo stick with a defensive counterpart and an offensive counterpart. However, the offensive counterpart is a mythical Pokemon and is an event exclusive. Unlike the other with the Eon Duo being just particularly based on that. Now, if I'm lucky enough, I don't need to worry about Darkrai putting a... You can see that both the Nightmare and Bad Dreams is doing a lot of damage to me. And there's also that Fate attack. I want to put paralysis on it, but I can't because I'm sleeping. Here comes the Nightmare again. Wish I had a full store for this. Select the Nightmare and I'm it. I threw a Pokeball at it once. Dang it. I have an idea for that. I'll wait. I'll wait out because I don't have a free move to use it. Of course, 3 of its moves are status moves. I'll just throw Pokeballs at it and hope for the guts, but I have not much luck. But concerning it is not even paralyzed, and I rely on that. This might take a while, but I'm going to rely on it sleeping me to do anything. But it also has that double team as well. And I also like that it plays the Battle Legendary Pokemon. It's a fitting team for Darkrai. No more, Diane. You seriously missed your hypnosis. There we go. Nightmares and bad dreams, that's so annoying. Okay, now I can do my full time. Come on. It's so fast. I use as much as we can. Can be helped then. I know this is an awful idea, but I have to do it. was about to say. Real hits. I have really bad luck against Darkrai. What do you have against Overdrive using Hypnosis so much? I know it's your thing, but still. Okay, Nightmare. Use Hypnosis, double team, okay. I don't know if this hits, I don't know if this hits, I don't know if this hits. Yes! Finally! I really can't give a damn about what happens. It's evasiveness won't go any higher. There's so many of them. Woo! Got Darkrai! Was rather easier than Cosella, only its moves will make things a little difficult. But catching it was no problem. Darkrai, the pitch black Pokemon. To protect itself, it inflicts those around it with nightmares. However, it means no harm. Like I said before, Darkrai is a gentle Pokemon. It instinctively puts those in nightmares just to protect itself, because many people it has ill will against Darkrai, and Darkrai doesn't show itself because that it lives a life of solitude here on these islands because Cresselia. Darkrai is a Pokemon that I really pity a lot. That's a super cool sprite, however. Now, what's unique in Pokemon Platinum, what's different from Diamond and Pearl, is this voice, which but many people believe this is actually the voice of a Pokemon, actually. A very particular Pokemon. A voice called out from somewhere. Darkrai, your power is strong. Although you don't will it, you make people and Pokemon around you see terrible nightmares. That is why you came here. New Moon Island. There is no one but you here. There is none that can be drawn into your nightmare. If anyone were to fall into a nightmare, the Full Moon Island is close by. That shows why Darkrai is here. Darkrai relies so much on Cresselia. He sees Cresselia as a friend, as an ally, as a light in its own darkness, than as a hindrance to its power. Darkrai awakens. You've been asleep for a long time. What happened to you? And what were you doing there? No one's lived here for 50 years. Now, I've actually went to look at the official art. The date at which this memo card was actually released actually shows 50 years. It's dated 50 years before that event was released. So yeah, pretty interesting detail. That was the official artwork. New Moon Island we can visit anytime. If you actually manage to knock out Darkrai, simply defeat Cynthia, and you can go to New Moon Island anytime you want, just like going right here. And what happened to Darkrai? Although that was a nightmare, and Darkrai was fought and caught here. If we were to go in the New Moon Island now, no one is here. But if we check up PC, go to the Pokemon Center. Move Pokemon. Darkrai is here. Right next to Cresselia. One thing I really like about Darkrai, his gender ratio is genderless. Cresselia is always female. So cute. Gentle nature, strongly defiant, likes bit of food. Here's his stats. Docile nature, good endurance, happily eats anything. Yeah. Whew, that was a lot we can do, eh? And join me next time for when we oh wait, I need to wait for that. for the Oak's Leather event. I'll deal with that Azure Fluid at a later time. Unfortunately, I have some other things to do with the thing, but it will make things a little interesting. See you guys next time.